Hey, so Smash 4 is coming out soon, and I noticed that in the demo they actually have everything on hard press, just like Brawl did, where for shield and air dodge you have to press it like this until it clicks. And I wish that Brawl would have actually had the option, kind of like how you can turn Rumble on and off, to have everything instead be on light press. Just because it's easier to press, and when you have everything in hard press, you gotta change your grip a little bit so that you can keep your finger down there. But again, it's people's preference, but to go into it, light press is when you just press it down a little bit, and there's this groove that comes off to the side that's attached to this analog slider. And as soon as it goes past the 0% threshold, it sends the input, which is a light press. And the hard press is when you press it down on the way. There's this plastic piece presses against this like rubber mesh thing, and it actually presses the digital button, which is a little button kind of like the A or B button. And then some games made use of the ability for the slider to give different variations of input. So if you press it down halfway, it can give you a slightly different light shield in Melee. And I think F-Zero and maybe Metroid Prime made use of this too, but not too many GameCube games did. Here's actually a picture. You can see that. You can't see it until you take the casing off, but it comes out to the side. It's got a hole in it, which attaches to the rod. And that's the actual analog slider. And in this picture, you can see that the analog slider's right there, and that's the digital input at the bottom. And just to jog people's memory, here's all the GameCube games I have, and you can, if you play any of them, it's all triggered on light press, because they would only have, like, say, one input, and you have the option of giving it to light press or hard press, and just giving it to light press is more like a standard trigger would be, and it's just easier to press. That's what most games did. And Brawl was the exception, though, because they had everything on hard press. And that's probably because Smashers probably like are aggressive, and they probably hold their shield like in already. Again, Melee had air dodge on hard press, so maybe they went with that too. But who knows why? Just hopefully in Smash 4 they have the option to have everything on light press, which Brawl didn't have the option. And theoretically, if Brawl would have had the option, I mean, if it would have had everything on light press and not even give people the option to have it on hard press, you can still get hard press by just by holding the trigger down past the analog, or whatever analog you don't want to be enabled, and you can hold it all the way and just before the digital button, and then just hold start, Y, and X, and that resets your controller, and you just have to hold it for 3 seconds, and then that's the same thing as plugging your controller in. It calibrates it, and then any of the analog that you press the down past won't be sensed, so it won't sense any of it, but it will sense the digital button. So then it's the same as hard press. So if Brawl theoretically would have done that, you could still get hard press if you wanted to. And you could do that for other GameCube games. Like most of them, like I said, are light press. And if you wanted the hard press for those games, you could just do that. A lot of Brawl players actually remove their spring because getting to the hard press is annoying. You have to go through the spring, and then the actual hard press itself can be slightly weaker on certain controllers, which is good. But otherwise, you can have to open your controller and then cut holes in the rubber mesh to make it weaker. And you don't think about stuff too much, but when you press the hard press a lot over like an hour of playing a game, it makes a difference. So hopefully they add that option. Thanks for watching.